Hi and welcome back to this video. Today I just want to touch upon the 3 key things that you should do before you go to interview. And that stands for JOC, which is J-O-C. As you probably realised throughout this course, there's a few acronyms and the whole purpose is to make the information stick in your mind. So the first step is J, which is job description. What you will learn here is exactly what the organisation wants from you. So if you get a highlighter and you go through, you'll see keywords that stick out. And the reason you do that is because you'll be asked questions on those particular skills. So for example, if you go for a retail job, there's a fair chance you're going to be asked about customer service or communication, teamwork. You're not going to be asked about coding skills and how good you are as a cook. So the questions that will be asked will be relevant to the role. The other reason you read the job description is to understand who the organisation are, their history. So again, you can be prepared for when you go into the interview. So that's what you should do first. The second step then is about being on time. There is nothing worse than being late, particularly when first impressions count. So if you have a sat nav, obviously do a dummy run first if you're driving. Again, if it's public transport, again, do a couple of test runs so you can understand the level of traffic that's going to happen on the day, really. So if you go over a weekend, it might be different of a weekday. So make sure you do a couple of test runs beforehand. Again, be aware of where the actual location is. Don't guess. Because a lot of people go, oh, I know that organisation, they're based here. But what you don't realise is they may have multiple offices in the same kind of building or sometimes in the same city. So always be aware of that. Know exactly where you're going and get there 25 to 30 minutes beforehand. The reason being, again, is you have to sign in at reception. You may have to go through security checkpoints, but if you allow yourself 25 minutes to prepare mentally, you'll feel a lot better about the interview that you're about to embark on. Final step then is clothing. Don't leave things to the last minute. I've been guilty of this so many times that in your head you think that in your wardrobe you've got a suit ready or you've got the right clothes ready, and you open the wardrobe on the day and you panic because things aren't there and it's like, oh my God, what is happening? So always prepare things a few days in advance so you know exactly where everything is, shoes, socks, whatever you're going to wear. That, again, it's taken all the anxiety away. And so many people wake up on the morning of an interview and they rush around, and when you start rushing with clothes, it makes you anxious. You can then kind of knock on effect with not being on time, which then affects how you answer the questions. So in summary, before you go to the interview, make sure you read the job description to understand what the organisation does and understand what they want from you. Second step, be on time, be there at least 25 to 30 minutes beforehand. And the final step then is prepare the clothing. Know exactly what you're going to wear before you go and make sure it's ready a few days in advance. So I hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching the video, and let's move to the next step.